What's good, Steeler Nation? My name is Jack Sperry, and this is Steelers Talk. Thanks for spending part of your Tuesday with us here. Today, we're going to be doing a mailbag episode where I'm answering all of your biggest questions about the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got four great questions that were submitted this week. But before we get into your questions, consider subscribing to the channel. We provide daily, free, premium Steelers news and rumors content. We do it every day. We try to have a fun time. Later in the week, I'm going to be wearing a Terry Bradshaw bald cap because we just surpassed 19,000 subscribers. That's going to be fun. And then we're also doing another promotion for 20K subscribers, where once we hit 20K, guys, I'm going to be doing a Gatorade bath. So we're going to get a big cooler filled with ice and Gatorade of whatever color you guys want. We're going to do a poll on the channel, and we're just going to douse me once we get to 20K, because that is a huge accomplishment for our little family here on Steelers Talk. So if you like to have some fun, you want some daily Steelers content, consider subscribing to the channel and joining our family today. All right, now let's get into your comments this week, your questions. And the first one comes from Dominic Schrader, who says, with how Highsmith has been playing this season, could he be a piece used? Package him to move up in the draft or get a second round or a first round pick? I think yes. I think absolutely. I mean, you look at Alex Highsmith, he's had a really nice season. His value is up right now, but I think part of that production is probably because he's on the other side of TJ Watt. Now, he did play pretty good when he was the primary edge rusher, but I think he's one of those guys like Bud Dupree, where, he gets most of his production from just being on the other side of Watt. He has 1 year left on his deal. He's going to expect a big contract extension from the Steelers, and I think now or not now, but in the offseason would be a fantastic opportunity for the Steelers to unload him for like a second round pick. I think a first round pick is a bit much. I'm not sure if teams would be willing to deal a first round pick for him, but a second round pick maybe. If someone offers me a second round pick for Alex Highsmith, I'm probably taking that. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that the Steelers can put a lot of decent edge rushers outside of TJ Watt, and they can find some pretty decent production. And then if you can get another second round pick that's a day one starter for this team next season, for this guy that's going to be a free agent in a couple years anyway, I think that's an incredibly smart move for the Steelers to make. Now, I'm not saying give him away for free. Don't do it for like a mid-round pick, like a day 3 pick or something like that. But if someone is willing to deal a second-round pick for him like they did with the Chase Claypool deal, I'm going to take that, man. I'm perfectly fine collecting second-round picks if I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it's a good idea to trade Alex Highsmith for a second-round pick if someone offers one to us? Type Y for yes or type N for no. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So whenever there's an ad break, and you don't want to really listen to the ad, just go to the comments section and type your answer to this question. All right, now the second comment today comes from Young Dagger Dick Ford. Okay. Do you think we should replace Mike Tomlin if we have a losing season? Now, I don't think they're going to do it. Okay. I don't think we should, and I don't think they will. But I understand why some people are really frustrated with Mike Tomlin. He's been here for a long time. He's kind of been that constant presence. Maybe he's a bit stale. But at the end of the day, guys, he's a master motivator, and he has the full respect of the locker room. And most head coaches don't get that aspect of the job right, which is why they fail. Teams quit on them. The Steelers do not quit on Mike Tomlin, ever. He is somebody that always gets his guys to play hard, and he has a ton of success in his career. Constantly, year after year after year, maybe not this year, but in years past, he has constantly outperformed preseason plus-minus win rates for the season. So he's an overperformer. He has one of the highest win percentages as an underdog, as a head coach in NFL history. So he's somebody that has overperformed in his career. But I do understand why some people are frustrated with him. He just has that one Super Bowl championship. It was a long time ago. And he's made some questionable coaching hires, and we talked about it on yesterday's video, and I think that's because he's a bit insular, right? He only hires his guys. He hasn't been around NFL coaching trees for a while now. He hasn't really gone past his horizons and reached past to get somebody new in his circle. So, I don't think the Steelers are going to fire him, all right? He's just had too much success for too long. The Rooneys are a super stable organization and family. After one bad season, I don't think the Roonies would fire Mike Tomlin, especially with the success that he's had. But a couple more years of losing seasons, then I could see a discussion forming to fire Mike Tomlin. But I don't think it's going to happen at least this season. But let me know in the comments right now what you think is holding the Steelers back more right now. Do you think Tomlin is the biggest issue with the Pittsburgh Steelers, or do you think it's the roster? Let me know in the comments section. For me, I think it's definitely the roster. I think the roster is still missing a couple of really key pieces before this team can have success. Obviously, Kenny Pickett needs to play better as well. I don't think it's on Tomlin, at least not yet. I would go R for roster for this question. And, let's transition here, guys, to our sponsor for today's video, Established Titles. All right, Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It is based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on a private estate in Eddleston, Scotland. You're watching a video of it right now. And an official certificate with a crest. They plant a tree with every order and work with global charities such as One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. You could officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit cards, plane tickets, dating profiles, and more. And it makes such a great last-minute gift for the Game of Thrones or House of Dragon fan in your family. And the first 200 people that purchase a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot. I am Lord Sperry. I have a plot of land in Eddleston, Scotland, and I am building our very own Steeler Nation. So if you want to be a part of Steeler Nation in Eddleston, Scotland, go ahead and use our link. There, right now, Established Titles has some great holiday deals, guys, up to 80% off their title packs. It is just a wonderful deal for this holiday season. If you want to be the gift-giving MVP for that Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon fan in your family. And with those 80% off holiday deals, if you use our link, establishedtitles.com/chat, and use promo code CHAT, they're going to give you an additional 10% off your order. So this is a really fantastic deal for you guys if you want to be a really great gift giver this Christmas season. So go to establishedtitles.com/chat and use promo code CHAT to get an extra 10% off their already discounted prices. All right, the next question here comes from Reaper, who says, with the looming possibility of a Matt Canada firing this offseason, what is the chance that we hire someone not currently in-house? I know that's the norm for Steelers to hire internally for a lot of their staff, but I think it would be a fantastic idea. He also goes on to say to go after an offensive coordinator that can bring some fresh ideas and actually attempt to move the ball down the field so we can finally have a TD pass longer than 8 yards and maybe scrap the jet sweep and wildcat play calls. I completely agree with you, Reaper. I want somebody that's an outside hire for the Steelers next one, okay? Mike Tomlin has been around his guys for far too long. He needs to bring someone in with new ideas, with new school philosophies, the next generation, someone young, someone bright, someone that really has a bright future in this league. I really want somebody that can come in and really accentuate Kenny Pickett's strengths as a passer, because right now we have a lot of, like you said, jet sweeps and all this trickeration. I want somebody that actually can design plays that are designed to go down the field for Kenny Pickett to take advantage of over the middle. And right now that's just not happening. Matt Canada needs to go, obviously. I'm not a big fan of him. But like I said before, Tomlin needs to expand his circle. It's just his guys. The guys, it's like Bruce Arians, Bill Belichick. The guys that have been in this league for a long time get their guys. But what happens when you do that is that you don't expand your horizons. You're not variable in your approach. And it just leads to staleness in your organization. And you just don't want that. And the Steelers' offense and defense, quite frankly, looks a little stale right now. They could definitely use some fresh ideas and some fresh perspectives in the building. All right, guys, now it's your turn to contribute to the show here. Name someone that you would like to see as the next Steelers offensive coordinator. For me, my number one choice right now is Darrell Bevell, the QB coach from the Dolphins. He has a lot of experience. He's going to Shanahan University right now. I think he's somebody that could really accentuate Kenny Pickett's strengths as a passer. So that would be my pick, but let me know your pick in the comments section below. Now, the final question that we have today comes from Alley Oop, who asks, is Pickett better than Mason Rudolph? And the answer to this question is yes. Yes, Kenny Pickett is better than Mason Rudolph. There is no doubt about that. I've been branded lately as a Kenny Pickett hater. I just point out some of the flaws that he's put on tape, but I'm not a hater of Kenny Pickett. I want him to succeed. And at the end of the day, we know what Mason Rudolph is, and that's a mid-tier backup quarterback with an average arm, little mobility. He loves to chuck it down the field, even though he doesn't have a great arm. We know what Mason Rudolph is, but right now, being a 24-year-old rookie, Kenny Pickett, we don't know what he is yet or who he is. I think I have a pretty decent idea of what his ceiling can be, but the question is, will he be able to blossom into the kind of starting quarterback that he has the capability of becoming? Now, is he going to be a superstar quarterback in this league? I personally don't think he's going to get there. But I think that he can be somebody that the Steelers end up winning with. Someone with a good defense, with a good run game, with good weapons, can get you wins and W's, and that's all I care about in the end, guys. He's got George Pickens, who's going to be a fantastic wide receiver one for years to come. Hopefully Najee Harris is the same way in the running back room. I'm excited to see what Kenny Pickett can develop into, because I think the playmaking that he's showing on film is a positive. I think he's making steps every single week. Hopefully he continues to take those steps, and hopefully he can develop into the legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's show. Real one, roll call. Where are you guys at? If you guys are a real one, made it to the end of today's video, type real one in the comments section to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate the heck out of you, Steeler Nation, and until next time, peace.